And so this is Joy Creations creating Spackle artwork. And so what we have here are two vertical canvases that I purchased from the thrift store. I think they were actually Bombay paintings that I really didn't like the front of the artwork. I mean, they were nice for a certain design, but I thought they would be perfect to use to recreate the Spackle artwork. And so these two vertical canvases will hang in my son's bedroom above his buffalo plaid check bench. And I have a third canvas, which I will record in my next video, which will hang in the middle to create additional dimension, and he will have my interpretation of a vignette. And so for the first canvas, I used the spackle or putty knife, and the name of the spackle is called Dry Decks that I picked up at Home Depot, and it is actually pink in color and it dries white. And I use my putty knife to just apply in random positions. I just scooped some from the bucket and applied it to the top of the canvas. The side of the canvas was, I think, originally burgundy color, with some browns and blacks. And so I started out spray painting the side of the canvas, and I spray painted it black, and I taped it off with some frog tape to prevent the spackle from being applied to the sides, and applied the spackle, which I think it looks really good in a three-dimension effect. For the first one, without any really creative pattern or rhyme and reason, just wanted it to have a little depth to its presentation. The second canvas that I created, because it will hang on the wall above the buffalo plaid bench cover that is currently in my son's room, I thought I would create a pattern going in a horizontal motion on this canvas to see how this turns out. And so, as you can see, the first application is basically left to right in motion, and as I apply the spackle and go from left in to right in, I really didn't make it precise, but what I noticed added additional layers was to use the putty knife to kind of wipe it off on the edge to make it appear kind of thoughtful in its design as I go left to right on the canvas. And so as I get to each side, I go left to right, and I just pull the putty knife to each side and basically clean it off as I go back and forth in motion. And so this canvas is complete. I think the sides look pretty good. And so I'll just fix up top. As I draw it left to right. And so this will dry with a pattern of left to right. And so this is the first DIY project that I am actually videotaping. I have done bunches, and I will upload videos to kind of show you some things that I've done around my home. And so this project, I don't have the exact amount for the dry decks, but between the canvases and the dry decks, this project was no more than $25 total. And I will leave this outside on my screen porch to dry. I put a sheet down underneath to protect it, although the spackle, because of its consistency, is pretty well controlled. I'm a little excited for the first two side canvases, and so I will keep you posted on how these two canvases turn out once dried.